The familiar royal christening hides a darker origin. In early folklore, the uninvited guest didn't just cause mischief, she delivered a guaranteed lethal curse. The word fairy traces back to the older French term fée, which is a derivative of the Latin fatae, the fates. Before they were godmothers, these figures were the ancient Greek moirai and Roman parcae, terrifying cosmic entities who literally measured and cut the threads of human destiny. This folkloric curse is a sanitized echo of a primal terror, humanity's absolute helplessness regarding a newborn child's survival and future. Belief in these fates survived for centuries as genuine pagan practice in Slavic and Balkan traditions through entities like the Rozhanici and Orsitore. To appease these visiting destiny weavers, families set up elaborate offering tables and banquets on the third night after a birth. The next morning, mothers and midwives frantically searched the newborn's body for invisible marks or analyzed the night's dreams to confirm the fate's judgment. The elaborate christening banquet found in fairy tales directly reflects this real parental anxiety. It was a transaction meant to buy a child safe passage into a dangerous world. While birth rituals focused on blessings, humans also attempted to bind these supernatural forces through rigid, high-stakes pacts. The famous medieval legend of Melusine describes a woman cursed to transform into a fearsome serpent dragon once a week. Breaking the curse required marriage to a mortal who allowed her absolute privacy on those days, asking no questions about her secret freedoms. When the husband inevitably broke the pact, he destroyed her destiny and collapsed his own fortunes. Interacting with the Fae involved entering terrifying contracts where a single human error meant absolute doom. Supernatural entities also operated at the end of life, manifesting as uncontrollable omens of death. Travelers in the British Isles feared the terrifying washer at the ford, a green-clad figure with webbed feet who washed the blood-stained clothes of those about to die. Curious, other omens were more abstract, like the ignis fatuus, or will-o'-the-wisp, wavering lights seen in marshy places. Ancestors interpreted these lights as shape-shifting fairies or corpse candles sent to fetch the dying. This specific phenomenon has remarkable staying power. In 1966, astronomer J. Allen Hynek famously identified the Michigan UFO sightings as glowing swamp gas, the exact mechanism behind the will-o'-the-wisp. These omens served as a universal coping mechanism. Unexplained natural phenomena were frequently interpreted as supernatural weavers of death claiming their due. Eventually, humanity began domesticating these myths to move past constant terror. The terrifying will-o'-the-wisp evolved into the Irish legend of Stingy Jack, a cursed soul wandering with a glowing lantern. British youths turned this fear into a neighborhood prank by carving menacing faces into turnips. This tradition reached America as the pumpkin lantern, appearing in political spectacles like Abraham Lincoln's 1860 presidential run. Today, the holiday prop is entirely disconnected from its dark origins. We neutralized a terrifying omen of death by hollowing it out and turning it into a children's toy. Primal supernatural fears were also monetized into high society entertainment, beginning with the 1831 Gothic opera, Robert the Devil. Innovative 19th century stagecraft used trapdoors and gaslight technology to project the ghosts of corrupted nuns onto the stage. This spectacle birthed the Ballet Blanc, where flowing white skirts and wafting movements safely simulated misty spirits. The production drew lavish praise from cultural figures like Hans Christian Andersen. Even Queen Victoria attended the London premiere, partaking in the theatrical thrill. From ancient birth offerings to gaslit theater ghosts, humanity conquered the terrifying forces of destiny by rewriting them as folklore, theater, and spectacle.